Big shout out to Bean Working Espresso down in Skyring Terrace, Newstead.
Best coffee in the game.
Best absolute coffee in the game. Hooking the Platform podcast and any listeners up with a 10% discount.
Shout out.
Shout out to Yolanda.
Yolanda.
That was a mouthful.
Their coffee's real fucking good.
Best coffee in the game, by far. Just opened up Skyring Terrace. You can order ahead and mention the Platform podcast for a 10% discount. This is the Platform podcast with Bbad and Brandon. Johnny's texting. This is all riveting content for the podcast. Who are you messaging?
I'm going to message Jeff.
Ooh, who's Jeff?
Shout out Jeff Ainsworth.
And who's Jeff Ainsworth?
Hang on. I'm a boy. I can do one thing at once.
This is hilarious. He can only literally do one thing. You're recording this because this is brilliant content.
Hang on. I've almost got it. Dude, I can't see it when the microphone's in front of my face. That's fucked. Oh, fuck yeah. There we go. Jeff's locked in.
My boy Jeff.
Thanks, Jeff. I think he listens to this.
What do you mean? Everyone listens to this?
Yeah, well, yeah, clearly.
Hello, Jeff.
Jeff, this is Jason, by the way, sitting down there eating a Penang curry. Is that right?
It is, and it's fucking good.
Yeah, right. What is a Penang curry?
No, I just gave you a death there because you clearly didn't order him one.
No, I was thinking something else. All good.
Love you. Thank you,
Why
Noel.
aren't you in the room?
He's got study. You missed that whole conversation.
Why does he have to study?
Uni. People go to uni.
I don't know why. You went to uni, eh?
I went to uni. That's still... What a segue.
You like what I did there?
Yeah, you did. Before we get into that, back in the old stomping ground.
Yeah, back in here.
Back in the old...
You know what we should have done? Put the banner up.
Yeah. We should have. But back in the old stomping ground...
Jace, can you put a banner up when you edit it? Can you just put it in the background somehow?
Yes, I will do that right now.
Can we just
not do it now. Like when you edit the video, just make it appear.
That's right now. That's like I'm time stamping it.
Oh, cool.
So 2 minutes, banner.
Bam.
Yeah, sweet. Thanks.
You actually can do that though?
Yeah. Been doing it for the past fucking 52 episodes.
Yeah,
there you
he
go.
puts things in there.
Oh. This
You
is
haven't
true.
seen the
Oh,
things?
no. Yeah, that makes sense, of course.
Yeah, weird people watch us on a Sunday, bro.
I want to give a big shout out to everyone who actually does sit down and watch and listen to us. Like, the feedback's great, but it is a little weird when you're like, oh, yeah, sit down on a Sunday arvo and have a beer and watch you lads. I'm like, why? do you realize it's just two idiots shit talking in a shed? Like, what? I feel like there's something way better and more educational you could be doing with your time.
Definitely educational. Maybe we're entertaining.
I would say we're definitely more entertaining than educational. Jace has given us a...
Although I will say, I got Tristan over there in the UK. He thoroughly enjoys our content for educational purposes.
I do believe,
says.
though, like, you know what? How long have you been in the industry?
I lost count. 12, 13, 12.
Yeah. So 12 plus my 10. I feel like between us, we should know something.
We've got at least 5 years experience.
That's really funny.
13 plus 10 does equal more than 5.
Well, if you do the same year repeated, it's only 1 year's experience.
And then if you think that more is more,
yeah.
based on the last episode of Principles, that more is equal more and more is the right amount of more, plus
that's
more.
5 years experience.
Yep.
Correct.
Well done.
Then if you take out the public holidays, weekends, which I always work anyway, this doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I've never had a holiday. I had
What's
one
a
holiday.
You went to Italy.
Yeah, that was the biggest holiday I've ever had.
I don't think I took 2 weeks.
And I made a fucking goal this year to actually have holidays.
Have you achieved that goal?
And fucking COVID.
Oh, yeah.
Can't fucking go anywhere.
Completely forgot about COVID.
What's wrong now?
Your phone's just here, buddy.
There you go. Gotcha, bro. Yeah, I wanted to travel.
Can we all
and
just pause for a sec? You remember that time I was like, Niall, your phone's still in the office? Thanks, Niall.
Thanks, Noel. Got it, bro. Can you hear us?
I don't know if it's in his ears.
Should be. It's in his butt. He'll hear that later.
Yeah, he will.
Yeah, I wanted to travel, bro, but fucking...
Where were you planning?
I don't know, anywhere. It was part of being an adult and overhauling everything and getting more time in life and etc. and do more things.
I like this.
Yeah, instead I got another job and now I work fucking every day of the week. Work on the next goal. Buy a fucking house in the beach.
Up at Noosa.
Noosa Barbell, baby.
Oh,
That's the
NB.
vision.
Noosa, would you like to explain that vision a little bit more for the listeners?
Well, some might call it a cult, but that's fine. That'll be the Netflix documentary to discover and work out if it is or it isn't. But it's going to be a community. We're all going to live together. None of us are going to need to work. We're going to eat food and train in a community.
That's beautiful.
I'm going to call it a community. I just got to win lotto, or someone within the group needs to win the lotto so we can make it a thing.
I feel like what you've just described, though, is a community.
It is a community, correct. I did have a nice suggestion from a client the other day, randomly via text. They're like, Johnny, if we all put our money together, we can start it now. I was like, you are fucking onto something.
This guy's living in 2030.
Yeah.
We're stuck here in 2020.
Yeah, fucking genius. Rach, if you're listening, awesome. Great fucking idea.
Oath. Is it invite only?
Absolutely. It always is.
Sick.
Absolutely.
Oh, it's going to be bloody sick.
Yeah. And the group decides.
So it's like a Survivor, but like not Survivor.
No. Everyone will be there.
It's not like Survivor at all.
Yeah, no, I just realised that in my head. I'm like,
It's
this
just
is...
the extended version of what we already have, but at the beach. And we get to live with each other.
I'd love to live with
Yeah,
you.
imagine us. Us four fucking clans living with each other, lifting weights.
It would be so beautiful.
Bring the girlfriends up, get a girlfriends, and fucking do it.
Get a girlfriend?
Yeah.
Thanks, Johnny.
I got you, bro. Mate, you'll be in the community. You'll be able to have 3.
Oh, gosh.
Oh. What are you doing, buddy?
He's just...
Yeah, thanks. It's a nice satchel.
Thanks.
Yeah. You're in the camera there.
Hey everyone.
Hey.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Kane.
Greco said I'm super awkward, but I don't believe I am.
The
Cameo from Kane Shepherd.
Big Show, a.k.a.
Coach Shepherd.
Coach Shepherd.
He's not really a coach, but it's a funny meme that him and Nick Wilson are having since their last...
He can be whatever he wants.
Well, look, we're in a day and age where you can be whatever you want to be.
Yeah. As long as your
Literally.
Instagram profile says it is. You got to make sure, do you go dot or a underscore? And that will ensure you are that.
You know what's crazy? You know what? This is completely...
Because I know
off topic.
this will trigger you. You can be a strength coach then.
Not buying into that. But like, you know what's... I was... One of my good friends has just become a teacher.
Really? What
Yeah.
kind?
Secondary school.
Nice.
And she was saying, she put a thing up on her story that 3 students aged 14 and 15 at her school are making the transition from a female to a male or a male to a female at that young age.
It's crazy.
Like,
I'm not going to judge it.
yeah, like,
'cause
I mean,
don't
like,
understand it.
I
but
definitely don't understand it. Like, I feel like those years, this is completely not what we had planned for today.
That's some deep conversation.
But I just was like,
It's a very polarizing conversation.
yeah, I'd mean, like, you know what, each of their own type of thing, but it's just like my personal opinion. Like, those are the years.
With
where you-
transition, they're going to have operations.
yeah, like they're already on the hormones and everything, but it's like your body hasn't even got its real hormones going yet. Like what it's, you know, genetically meant to have. I feel like, you know, and I'm all for people wanting to be happy and feel comfortable in their own skin and everything like that, but surely you want to wait till you actually develop to make a life-changing decision like that.
Yeah, weird. Yeah.
That's a big thing. Like, you're 14.
But imagine 14 years of thinking you're something else and being told you're something else.
See, that's another good point. It's like, I obviously don't understand that psychology.
That's the only way I come back to it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's still probably maybe not mentally mature enough
Yeah.
to make the decision, I think.
And when you think
Potentially.
about like, you know, as you said, 14 years of being told something that you're not, it's like,
That'd be horrible.
yeah, but also the fact, like, let's strip that back, because, you know, at age 6, you still don't really understand your own self.
Nah.
You wouldn't have a thought process being like, I'm meant to be this or that, and you may just like fucking doing what the opposing sex is labelled as doing. Thanks, Kane Shepherd, for starting your fucking bike during this conversation.
Yeah, good job, bro. Thanks.
You can edit that out.
Nah, keep the bit where we said, thank you, Kane. That was awesome.
Fuck you, Kane. But
Yeah,
yeah,
that's crazy.
it's insane. It's just going back to that whole, like, the world we live in now. It's so different to what...
Wow. What just happened then?
That was just them next door.
Sound like an argument.
No, they're just having a lol.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
thought we need to sort of roll the sleeves up and...
Mate, I haven't
Get a
been in
little
a
dusty
fight
in
since
there.
high school.
Really?
I have not been in a brawl since high school.
Glory days.
Mate, it was glorious. We were talking about this last night, Neil and I. Fuck, we got up to some shit in high school. It was insane the shit we got away with. I know one teacher and this kid had like a full-on like actual brawl and then just shook hands afterwards and was like, yeah, cool, we're sweet now. I'm like, that's okay. Just boys will be boys. Get out of your system and walk on.
Couldn't do that anymore.
Oh, gosh, no. God.
Fuck no.
Like I said, weird world we live in.
You missed the... we can go back to the thing now.
Yeah, that was a whole digression off what we actually were
Yeah, we got
speaking
into
about.
transgender. That's very different to where we were going to start.
I know. I don't even know how we got there, but that's what it's like that.
Well, it's back to you were going to be a teacher.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was going to be a teacher, and I just did. Uni is not for me.
Did you prac?
Yeah, man. So we. It was my prac experience was fucked, and I'll tell you why. So I went to shout out Padua College over in Kedron.
Did you prac at your own school?
No. Hold up.
Fuck, that would have been wild.
It would have been. I might as well have because I went straight from high school to uni. Second year, I had my first prac, and it was in Wavell State High. So shout out Wavell State High. Great school, great public state school. School of excellence for rugby leagues where Greg Inglis was fucking produced, man.
That's where Jamie Coogan went.
That explains so much. But anywho, went there, and that the schools, so like my high school in Wavell was probably like maximum 5 kilometers away from each other. When I finished, like all the kids that were in grade 10, when I finished 12, they still all knew me because we had like the schools were close. Oh. It was so awkward.
Mr. Greg.
And they're like, oh, and then like, oh, it was bad. It was bad, but good experience. I did enjoy it. Like I'm clearly, anyone listening to this podcast will know I'm not an academic. I very much can't sit still and study.
Might be strange, but I don't think I am either.
I've read your questions. I think you're onto something. But I purely base my whole teaching off the demeanor I held within a classroom. Just like no concept. I was on a geography prac, and I would read and understand the chapter ahead the night before I had to teach it the next day. I literally had no idea what the fuck I was doing. So
Is there like a book that tells you what you need to teach?
Yeah, pretty much. You got to teach the content of this, like all the course material, and there's like a course syllabus. And Jace is probably going through the whole thing now at uni as well, starting to be a phys ed teacher.
Yeah, it's fucking. There's a lot to learn.
And it's even worse now because it's not even more about the content anymore. It's more about like politically. It's all about that politically correctness in the classroom and all this fucking bullshit. Man, you remember when teachers used to fucking hit you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
I remember when teachers used to throw shit at you. Blackboard dusters. That's
Yeah.
right, kids. You know what a fucking blackboard duster is? No.
Oh,
No, you don't.
it's probably the same as a whiteboard.
But
duster.
way heavier because it'd have a timber back.
Oh, I remember those ones. Did you ever get kept back at school in clapping the erasers?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
You clap the shit out of them. Dust the shit out of that thing. Whoop, whoop.
Fucking hell, those were the days.
Except when it came flying at you. Or the 30 centimetre timber rule again, he snapped over your fucking knuckles.
I remember, my old man used to get the metal cane.
Yeah, we still had a cane at our primary school.
Did ya?
Yeah.
Fuck.
You'd be going up the office for a cane. Thankfully, I never had the cane, but it was a thing.
Far out.
Yep.
How long ago is that, though? That's nearly what?
88 was year one.
Jesus. Yeah, that's a while ago. It's 32 years.
Just how many... So that means 39 years since primary school finished. When's my 40th?
I don't know. When's your birthday?
No, 40th anniversary of primary school.
No. Yeah, you got 2 more years.
No, because it used... When is it? Someone math it for me. When did I finish primary school?
I don't know.
If I went in 88. 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94. I finished in 94.
I was 1.
2004. That'll be the one. Cannondale State Primary School reunion.
How'd you get 2004?
24, you know what I mean? 24.
2024.
Yeah, correct.
We got there in the end.
40 years. It's 40 years. Was it? Holy fuck. No.
How much has
30
education
years.
changed in that time?
30 years.
That's insane. Like,
Well, there wasn't computers, I can tell you that.
yeah, you had to write everything.
With that pen and paper.
Man, I think Jason and I will probably be like, we came through that era of teaching where they were introducing computers and shit. I remember being like grade 8, grade 9, and we had like computer labs.
I remember computer labs.
Did you just have one computer in yours?
Oh, whatever. Our year 7, we had one computer up the back, or 2 computers up the back of the classroom, which you never used. And high
think
school
it was
had a
for the
computer
good
lab.
students.
We had one computer lab.
Yeah, fuck.
And then I think we added 1 or 2 more at the end. I always say one of the best skills I ever learned in high school was touch typing.
Yeah, fuck.
You keep touching my foot.
I'm so sorry. I was wondering what that was. It was his foot.
It's my foot. That's why it's squishy.
Still completely off topic of what we had planned to talk about.
No, not even close to it yet.
Nah. What we were going to talk about is whatever our greatest failures.
Interesting. We tried to think about it before.
Yes, we did. We had probably had the best content off air.
Yeah, fuck, that was good.
That was actually a really good
No,
conversation.
I'll just put that in now. Clap.
We're done. See you guys.
I suggested I'd never had any.
Yes, and which we ended up coming to the realization is really just how you view all the things that go wrong in your life. Or
I don't see them as failures.
100% not, because and I will quote Kane Shepherd here, if you take a lesson away from it, is it truly a failure?
No, that's exactly right. Mm-hmm. Or in jiu-jitsu, they say you either lose or you learn. I mean, you have a win or you learn.
Yeah, I was like, that's...
Yeah, wrong way, bro. Sorry. You either win or you learn
100%.
if you're good at it. If you got the right mindset.
100%. And it's always going to be like coupled with that initial brunt of disappointment. And that's okay.
I'd much rather have a crack at something,
Miss it.
be like, oh, it didn't work out. That wasn't for me. Than sit there and wonder if I had have done it.
Have you always been like that though? Because
think
that's
so.
a hard skill to develop.
Yeah, always been like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Because I know like, so
And also, I think being happy with what I have as well.
I think that's where like you...
Is important too.
Yes, 100%. You can't really be disappointed if you are very content and grateful for what you already have. See, my biggest failure was I started a supplement company back in... I'm looking at Jason, I don't know why, 2016.
Yeah, I still had some of your fucking glorious pre-trainer.
It was glorious too. It was glorious. It was...
You should do it again, bro.
It's on the cards. It's definitely something that I haven't closed the door to. I probably
We got a
would-
protein powder now.
Yeah, bro.
For Chibaba protein powder.
FB.
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Plant-based.
Can be, not yet. We have plans.
You have plants or have plans?
We will have plants to fulfill the plans.
There you go.
Right now, it's just a blend.
Yeah. Sick.
Yeah, high protein, low carb,
Brilliant.
vanilla, chocolate in a bag.
Nice.
Got a nice photo. Do your deal. Buy it now. I'll give you a free shaker.
Shameless plug there.
Yeah, be on the website.
Salesman.
Be on the website pretty soon. Guaranteed to lift more weight if you use it.
Do we need a disclaimer?
Yeah, I was like, I feel like there needs to be a disclaimer there. You actually won't.
Well, you might. How do you know?
Have
you
not
tried
know?
it?
Yes.
No, you haven't.
I can't eat that dairy, bro.
You probably that'd fuck you up.
It would.
Tell us about your protein pre-trainer supplement company.
Well, it was going to be because I spent like a good
Money.
part of 3 years in the supplement industry.
You did.
And hated it. The best part was working with people and getting to interact with people.
Yeah, you
But
wouldn't
supplements are bullshit.
A lot of shit in them.
There is like, I think more and more supplements coming out now, and hopefully, as I
A
said,
lot of bold claims.
yes. And like, I remember being told, within these companies that I worked for, that we had to sell a certain amount of product. But it's like, I always felt like a shitty car salesman. Because you'd sell something that you really didn't believe in. And if you don't believe in the product, well, then that's it.
And you know how much they got it for, or how much it was, even worse, how much it was made for. Because by the time you're selling it at wherever you were, it's already gone through a few hands. So everyone's got their little bit of cream on it.
100%. And it's just like, why do people continually and buy all this shitty supplements? Like, they're not doing anything for you. Go get some more sleep, cunt. Like, eat better. Like, go train harder. You know, and it's just it angered me so much that I came
Crack 2 eggs and get you extra 20 grams of protein you fucking missed out on.
fucking Rocky Balboa.
Yeah,
stuff.
put it in a cup and drink it.
Fuck, I did that for a little bit, to be honest.
I did. Yeah, everyone's done that.
It's
who hasn't
a
fucking-
rite of passage.
Who hasn't shaken up a couple of raw eggs and sculled it?
Jason, that's who, because he just fucking froze.
I used to do it.
tried
with,
it.
I used to do it with like milk too. I just throw it in like
the
old school
shake,
shake,
yeah.
just milk and a couple of eggs.
Yeah, bro.
Fucking living. That's
Again,
good.
disclaimer, please don't do that.
Why? It'd be good for you. It's good, right? It's good for you.
I'm pretty sure they linked raw eggs to salmonella.
No. Is it, Jace?
As far as I know, it carries the bacteria,
Yeah.
but I'm not sure if it's like a direct correlation.
Okay, there
Well, I
you go.
didn't get salmonella.
No, you didn't.
That I'm aware of.
We digress again. But so I came over from the supplement industry with like this bad taste in my mouth, and I just wanted to do things right because one of the worst things out on the market are the amount of pre-workouts there with all these fucking stimulants and backed up with bullshit in it, like other stuff in it, and nothing in pre-workouts at a therapeutic dose enough to have a profound effect. Now, I created my own pre-workout, and it had 200 milligrams of caffeine, a therapeutic dose of beta-alanine, which was 3 grams, therapeutic dose of... no, it wasn't therapeutic dose. A competitive dose of creatine, 5 grams. And then I threw in an extra stim.
What was it?
For the life of me, can't remember, but it was from the like a bit of orange extract.
Ooh, orange extra. I
And
think it
then-
might have been, bro.
Huh?
I think it might have been.
What did he say?
I think it might have been.
Yeah. And then there was something else in it I can't remember for the life of me. But it came out perfectly. You had the cleanest buzz you'll ever feel in your life. You went, there was no come down. You got a sick pump because of the amount of beta-alanine that was in there. Now, let's be real with the supplements for a second. The only 2 proven supplements to work is caffeine
Speed.
and creatine. Not speed.
Oh, fuck, hang on. Geranium.
I'm out.
What is it? What's the... DMA.
Yeah, the old Jack 3D secret ingredient.
That was pretty good.
That was amazing because it had that shit in it. And it was amazing. So I launched this product, got into a few stores. The one thing I didn't count, I thought I had everything covered. And then over the Christmas break, I stored it exactly how I was told, and it just
In a
clumped.
dry, cool place.
And it clumped, bro.
And it clumped.
Like, it
It,
clumped.
it ended up clumping in the fridge, too.
But, yeah, and see, this is the thing. It wasn't a clump like how you've seen.
I'd call it congealed,
What is congealed?
what it did.
Turns into like a paste almost.
Yeah, bro.
It congealed.
Are you sure you're not an academic?
I'm smart.
Yeah.
I got the big words.
But this thing turned to this black paste, and I'm like, what the fuck? Spoke to the manufacturer. He didn't take responsibility. I stored it exactly correctly. Being my first thing, had no insurance on it. So I was just like, you know what? And there was like a good...
And you had it on shelves of supplement stores.
Yeah, bro. And I had to like then give money back that I've like tried to put aside to fund the next batch. And it just fucking... It didn't work out. And no one's... Look, I'm going to still... There's still some ownership on the manufacturer for fucking that up. And then there's still a massive ownership on myself. And I learned so many lessons through that. Not just because of the actual product and what it was doing, but I was also still coaching at the time. And that's when coaching really expanded. So it fucking took my time away. And I learned so many lessons from that. Which segue back to what Johnny said earlier and why he believes he's never failed.
So I don't think that's a failure.
No. And it's not. Took me hindsight to realise that.
At the time, maybe, yeah, you might be like, man, this is fucked. I fucked it. But you didn't fuck it.
No.
It just didn't work out.
Exactly.
You've only fucked it if you do that again and have the same mistake.
100%. I 100% agree with that to my core.
Yeah, so you work out why it did it and maybe also don't use that provider. I know a guy now.
You do know a guy.
Yeah, and just fucking maybe you do it. I don't know what you do, but you do that.
Yeah. Well, the other thing is I learn a lot of is how to fucking effectively use my time. 'Cause coaching full time and trying to get a supplement company up and running is fucking hard work. between
hard.
store visits, client, like just actual client sessions and everything. Woo.
Sometimes you got to do more to get more, though.
Because why, Jason?
More is more.
That's right. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that.
More is always more.
But I think in that scenario, and you did it, to be able to get what you want, you sometimes have to suck it up
Oh, 100%.
and do more.
100%. 100%. Like how
Because
many...
you couldn't coach less clients to give you
No.
more time because you can't afford to lose the income.
100%. How many jobs... Have you always just had PT or were you working other jobs at the same time?
Yeah, I've had 2 jobs before this.
Yep. But when you started PT, were you just full in PT or
No, I had another job.
what were you doing?
Running Pizza Hut still.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's right. That's...
So I'd coach clients
Yeah.
and then go to Pizza Hut and do shift. Or coach or do Pizza Hut and then
Yeah.
come coach clients.
Yeah. Man,
Just supplement.
I remember working like 2 or 3 jobs when I first started PT.
Yeah, you got to grind, bro.
You have to. You got to learn the fucking slog of waking up at 4 a.m., have that first client at 5, and then just those hurdles teach you so much.
I know my hardest one, my most excited, most fun one I ever did was I used to train till stupid o'clock in the morning on a Wednesday morning on about 400 Red Bulls.
So nothing's changed.
Get up and then be on the coast by 6 a.m. the next day for a client. Gold Coast. Train one client. Go to the beach for an hour because I'm like, fuck, I'm at the beach. I got to get something good out of this. And then drive back home. And then coach clients all day Wednesday. Or usually probably go to jiu-jitsu and then go coach clients straight after.
That's fucking hectic.
Yeah, so you'd be on like, fuck, I don't know, 2 hours sleep,
Yeah.
3 hours sleep. It was a fucking pretty rough drive home for the coast.
Fucking oath it would be.
In traffic, it was
Yeah, you almost speed up to get the adrenaline hit
Yeah.
you. Fucking oath. But that's how you start out. Like, if you don't have a second, this is for new coaches coming in the industry. If you don't have something else to support
yeah, money in the bank.
money in the bank, you know, like I didn't really make much money from PT for like the first 6 months.
It's like any business, really.
100%. People got to be aware of that too. Like I got asked to do, teach that fit course.
Oh, yeah.
And it's just like, yeah, but I want to be like, there is no, I think they're like, I kind of look at their package and how they present it and they're just like, you can make this amount and this amount. It's like, where's the fine print that says not in the first 6 months, not in the first 12 months? Like what, where's the,
Oh, is that what they tell the students?
yeah, it's like, their advertising is all based around, you can
Income.
earn this
Yeah,
amount.
six-figure
It's like,
income.
Fucking oath you can.
Yep.
It took me like 2 years to fucking wait. What year? Did I
But even
start?
then, bro, even if you make your 6 figures, it ain't 6 figures of
It's not
of wages.
no. It's six figures of just
income.
turnover.
It's turnover, and then
And
you
you
got
get
your
it.
tax,
Yep.
and then if you can afford to give yourself super, you can do that, and you got every fucking cost that comes with running the fucking business.
You want to talk super? This is my 10th year as in the industry, and I've had other jobs that paid me super. I only just started paying myself super
Oh, look at you!
in the last year.
I haven't.
Oh man, it's just like I just Lang. Shout out Andrew Lang, Lang Accounting, sponsor us. Also, Lang, why haven't you sponsored us?
Yeah,
And-
Lang.
yeah, fucking shit. Anywho, he keeps railing me about like, oh, you need to pay yourself super. I'm like, yes, I'll get on it. But now I can.
Maybe he could pay us super.
Yeah, can you pay our super, Lang? You're loaded. It's true, he's loaded.
Can I get some too?
Yeah, well, Lang's paying everyone super. Everyone who
full
listens to this podcast
Lang's got you covered.
and messages Andrew Lang, World's Strongest Account on Instagram, saying, can you pay my super? He'll pay you super.
He'll pay you super, and that's his sponsorship deal for us.
Done.
Done.
Oh, Lang, you only get so many messages. Eat a dick,
Lang.
son.
Just put up a little Lang logo for us, Jess. Just put his details up.
Right now.
Oh, there it is. Right here,
So
in
good.
the middle.
Anything else you think you failed, or upon reflection learned about?
Plenty of relationships in my past. Plenty of fucking dumb shit I've done being a stupid young man. Fucking bloody hell. I don't know. It's just one of those things though. Like a lot of my all my relationships previous to the one now have been really just fucked up, and I apologize.
If you're listening.
If you're listening,
Brad
probably
also.
not, because you probably still hate me, and that's okay. I would have hated me too. But like my first relationship was so fucked up. Like I was 18, she was like double my age, 33, 36.
Yeah.
Like had 2 kids. Found out she had a husband later. Yeah, like this is all shit that I didn't know. But throughout this time period, like I've developed, you know, when you're that young, you're learning how to be in a relationship. You're learning, you're developing skills to be in a relationship. You're like interacting with people your own age. Yeah, I bypassed that whole phase. So
You got
like,
2 kids.
I had 2 kids. I had this whole like fucking weird relationship experience, so that I didn't know this was going on, obviously at the time, but like subconsciously, like this old lady was in 2 relationships. Figuratively, in my head, I'm like, oh, that's just normal.
How old would she be now?
Oh, fuck.
You're 18, she was 33.
I had another 18 into my years.
It's 11.
Oh,
Is it?
no,
It's
that's
14.
14 years.
No, it's 15.
It's 14. 15. He is correct, sir.
No, it's not. How old are you now?
27.
And you were 18?
Yeah.
9 years. There we go. It's 9 years more. She's 41.
No. If I was 18
Yeah.
and she was 33, that's not 9 years.
No, how many years has it been
No,
since
you're
the
9 years
relationship?
older.
Oh.
Yeah, see?
So if you're 9 years older and she was how old?
She'll still be 9 years older as well. That's how,
38,
that's how the
let's
future
say.
works.
That means she is
Yeah.
now 47.
Everyone
No,
listen to
she's
this.
not, she's not 47.
If she was 38 at the time.
No,
33.
33.
Oh, okay. Well, then she'll be
42.
42.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Yeah. Whoop. There we
But
go.
no, like
I wonder how old the kids are now.
yeah. It was just weird though, because like that set me up for just a series of poor decisions in relationships where like I was running, like obviously I've only discovered this for anyone listening through years of therapy, of just shit patterns of like, you know, I've cheated on people and I've been cheated on, and all these things just add up to my unfortunate psyche at the time, and like I had control over it, but I also didn't know why I was doing the things I was doing, like what patterns were really running me. So in that essence, yes, I failed a lot of relationships, and fuck, it's shit. You feel like an absolute scumbag.
Yeah.
But at the same time, now I'm at a point where I can go, okay, each of that again taught me something about myself.
Never allowed you to have your experience you got now with your current.
Yeah, like it's all pushed me to a point now where I can be very open and
You're
with
getting
my,
married soon, right?
I'm not getting you.
I'll add him some wedding bells.
You're a fuck. He's been going on about this. So it's her birthday. Well, tomorrow,
Which is been
Thursday.
Gone.
So
So
which
you,
have been and gone.
yeah.
So I'm not engaged. Literally told Johnny we're going away, and he's like dusting off my knee, and he's like, I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, just getting it ready for the weekend. I'm like, you're a fuck. You're a fuck. And then he keeps telling everyone, fucking, no, that was Kane. Kane told everyone we were having twins. I'm like, fuck's sake.
Dude, that's awesome.
No, I'll delete this.
Shotgun wedding. Whoop.
Don't host the podcast with Johnny, team. But anyway, so yeah, that's what I failed.
Yeah, right. That's pretty cool. But it's like important you've learned from them.
100%. And that's,
Yeah.
again, coming back to the point, I'm now thankful and grateful for all these experiences, because even though I've done shit things and there's been shit things in the past, I was running shitty patterns that I've now stopped. And I can stop them because I've stepped through all these other challenges and ordeals and gotten to a point where I can actually talk about things instead of just acting out. And it's just unfortunate that my coping mechanisms was sex and fucking drugs.
Ooh,
Steroids predominantly.
brilliant.
Oh, I was
I hope
jacked.
there's still plenty of sex. It's important, bro.
It is. It is. Sex is a very like massive important. But that's another good point. How when you like with someone that you truly love and care about, this sex is such an important part of the relationship, and it takes on a completely different meaning.
And very good.
Can we just get a zoom in on that face right now? Like, let's just look at that. Shout out Jaylee.
Whoop, whoop.
She's gonna be so red when she listens to this.
Yeah, she listens to all of them.
You poor thing. Why?
Apparently we're good.
Fuck. Like, we either have... Do you guys just have low standards? Like, what's going on here? Like,
I've seen, it didn't move along. I've seen a lot of people fail. Particularly the gyms I've been in before. Because I've been in...
oh, mate,
We've all been in gyms.
we know someone who has fucking failed.
Didn't we last week count? I'm at gym 7.
Yeah.
I think we counted that. And the only reason that we're still going is because now me and Jamie are in control. Every other gym before that, they just fucking fall over.
And I think that comes back from themselves not being able to... This is the longest I've been in a gym. Any gym I've stayed in one place. And I truly believe it's only, you know, we're at Valhalla right now. And
Testament to Matt and Scotty.
exactly. It's a testament to Scott Watson, what he built, the foundations it was built upon, what Matty took over, and the vision they both had was just to create a fucking awesome place to train.
And be absolutely invested in it themselves.
100%. And just be good humans.
Yeah.
How simple is that?
Yep.
We both know someone
Yep.
who's an absolute shit kind of a human.
And wasn't that actually invested in his own thing?
Fuck no. And where did that end up, Johnny?
It's someone else's.
It's now called the Bar Brisbane. So, and look how good that's going.
Unreal. Because you got someone who absolutely loves it.
Jordan Lucas Brown of the Bar. He's killing
Absolutely
it.
invested
He's got like
in
4 coaches there. Shout out to Nick Cowan. Who, remember that guy? He used to squat. Squat.
Remember Cowan doing like some kettlebell stuff, like some CrossFit-y kind of.
Yeah. And before that, he was the guy
Same
that
guy?
could have squatted 300
Oh yeah. Yeah, right.
I remember him from like when
Years
I started.
ago.
Yeah.
Remember wrapping his knees.
and he went really well. Squatted 600
Had a
pounds.
perfect comp.
Now he's just somebody that we used to know.
Yeah.
Can you put that song in there?
No, I fucking hate that song.
Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Somebody. No, okay, cool. He doesn't like that.
And that's what I've seen with those gyms that I were in. They just had their purple patch, which I think all businesses have when they start. And you could tell they weren't invested and interested because with the purple patch finished, they weren't there working hard still.
Now, the purple patch, for those who don't understand what that is.
Everyone knows what a purple patch is. That's when everything's good. You've never had a purple patch?
I know, I just don't know what that term is.
You've had a purple patch.
I've had a purple patch, but I didn't know what it was.
You might be in a
related to.
purple patch.
Everything is good.
Yeah, you're in a purple patch. Purple patch is when everything's good. And like you just can't do shit wrong. Like from a business perspective, clients are just walking in the door. Like, and you've done nothing to deserve them to be there. They're just knocking on the door. Hey, fuck yeah. I want to train your gym. Looks good.
Sick.
That's your purple patch. That only lasts for a certain amount of time.
100%. Nothing ever stays up. It's got to come back down.
But if you work your ass off, I feel like you can keep your purple patch, but it's not so peaky.
No, it's not going to peak and then drop off.
Yeah.
And like it's like come back to training. You can't maintain a high level of training forever.
No.
You gotta, the word that Johnny hates, deload at some point.
Yeah.
And even then, that's when you take your time, set some new foundations, and you go again.
Absolutely.
And same thing in business. It's not going to always peak, and like
And you can't always keep doing the same thing.
fuck no. You gotta look at different ways, different things, and. But I think it's also really easy for like those businesses if they fail, it's because they don't have a core crux to their business. Like, they don't have a solid foundation, and if you do that, then you can explore that in different ways, different avenues. Because at the end of the day, I coach people, and I've been coaching people for 7 years out of those 10. Like, I've now mastered my craft that I can get a result, but do it different ways. And I can get people in the door different ways. As long as they're in, they're in.
Yeah.
Be so good at... You know what? Here's a fucking lesson to any coach listening. Be so good at your craft that if a person is in front of you, you give them no reason to say no. Because I can tell you, any person that walks in the door and has one session with me never walks away.
I'm still here.
You're still here. Jace is still here. Noel, are you still here? We're going to assume Noel's still here.
And I'm still here.
We're going to assume because he is recording this.
Yeah, we
We
like you, Noel.
hope.
We need you.
I need you, Noel.
Absolutely. But that also comes, like for you, you've always continued to further your education. You're not the same coach you were at the start of the day.
Gosh, no. You know what's funny? I looked through one of your programs, one of like the OG ones I wrote, and I was like,
For me.
yeah.
Yeah, right.
And I was like, fuck, who wrote this shit? But that is, again, another sign that you are progressing. Mm-hmm. You know, I always... Sometimes I open up shit from years ago. I'm just like, what? Were you fucking high, cunt? What the fuck?
Well, no, I got my crew, my Saturday crew, a little family that train with us. They always like to remind me of the glory days. They're like, what happened to the glory days, Johnny? Like, we'd come in, we'd do 5 sets of 5 on the deady, a couple leg presses, a few pull downs, a little core, and we'd dust things off and we'd go home. Maybe a little cardio class at the end, and then we're done. I said, them days are fucking over.
Because I'm smarter.
Now you fucking work.
It's amazing the results.
But they all progress.
Yeah, it's just like, it kind of comes back to like, you know, any program's going to work as long as you commit to it. You'll get a result.
Yeah.
It's just amazing that people got the results they did on those things.
Yeah, fucking oath.
It's insane. Like now here we are down the track talking shit into a microphone about our experiences, and people listen to us on a Sunday arvo with a beer.
Beer? They drink beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Wow.
Fucking good on yous.
Weird fucking world.
I know. Who listens to us? I know everyone listens to us. I got to admit, I did feel a little bit like...
10,000 people.
More.
Over
Well-
13,000.
Yeah, so it's even close to 14,000.
Wow, that's cool.
Between-
We didn't really... Did we acknowledge that publicly to the world?
We are right now.
Right now we had 10,000, hit our 10,000 listeners.
Downloads, yeah.
Downloads, listens.
Same.
Something. 3K plus.
3K views over 3K views on the YouTube,
On the YouTubes.
which is like 500 views per episode if I'd break that down. No.
No, that's getting close to around 150 to 200 per episode.
Yeah. That's... What? Why are people watching us?
I love it. That's cool. I'll tell you something that boggles me, and this is nowhere near anything, but I wrote a note because it would be fun to talk about, is making health a priority and how strange it is that people don't do that.
This is... Yes, I agree. And this is the...
And it really bothers me more than normal.
And it should. And then I always like to work into planes of mind. When working with athletes especially. Because true elite performance is never healthy.
Well, yeah.
You can optimize things to make it as healthy as possible, but I've seen the best in the world at some competitions vomit in a bucket before stepping on the platform because of the level of, stress they're under.
Yeah.
Could he have done it a better way? You could argue yes, but he's also the strongest person in the world.
But I guarantee that guy's done everything to ensure every other marker of
And
his health is
exactly.
in
That's
is in best possible condition it can be for what he's prepared to put his body through.
100%. And then I bet you also that person, it's coming out of that, when going to his off season, will prioritize health markers.
Yeah, 100%.
Like the amount of people I see that just refrain from doing conditioning work.
Yeah, I think conditioning. I was even going to suggest sleep. Like,
Oh,
I
bro,
think
sleep's the
people
best one.
would be more interested in trying to find time for an extra training session, go for a run, do something extra activity wise, or eat less food than they are then going to bed for an extra hour of sleep or not.
I agree. And I'm going to add on to that. I think people are searching for the sleep gimmick. How can I sleep quicker and still recover and all that shit? It's like, just sleep.
Get you 7 hours.
Just minimum 7 hours.
Ensure a premium sleep environment.
Yep. Shut your phone off before you bed.
Yeah.
Get that blue light, that shit. Read a book, for fuck's sake. Have a tea.
Do something with your partner.
Yes.
Do something by yourself.
We're all waiting for it. Can we
Depends
get
on-
another zoom in on that?
Depends on your situation.
Or both.
Or both. Or partners. It's a modern world.
It fucking is a modern world.
Yep.
But yeah, no, back on topic, health, it needs to take priority. And like if you are let's look at powerlifting. Come platform time, you're going to have niggles, you're going to be a little bit sleep deprived, you're going to be a little just on edge. You know, you've prioritized one modality of being an athlete, strength, for so long. Coming out of that, you need to set the foundations again. Build your work capacity. Do some sled pulls. Do some farmers carries. Anything that's going to get you just moving more. Sleep more. If you've been in a calorie deficit to make weight, eat more.
Yep.
If you've been in a calorie surplus for so long, drop back down to maintenance. Give your gut a rest.
Yep.
Just start prioritizing. Get some health markers you should be looking out for is definitely your blood pressure,
Oh yeah.
how much sleep you're getting, overall training, like how much conditioning work you're getting in. Did I say sleep?
Yeah, sleep.
Not yet. No, I haven't
Sleep.
said that yet. But sleep, like if you have a fucking download an app, you can measure how much sleep you're getting, see
get
what
an
the
app.
quality is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you get
And
a
I,
Fitbit.
honestly, and I say this to a lot of people, those that struggle to get to sleep, and a lot of them think it's mumbo bullshit and it's not for me, I'm not doing that. Try some meditation before you go to bed.
100%.
Takes 10 minutes.
Yep. It's literally just pop it in your fucking ears. You know, if it's a guided meditation, you can lay down and do it. You don't have to sit down, people.
No.
You can literally just lay in bed.
That's the best.
When I nap at work, on that bed that Jason's sitting on right there, shout out Scott Watson.
You know-
Thank you for the couch.
You know what we're talking about, Scott.
Yep. We know what's on that couch. But when I nap it there, the thing that goes straight in my ears is fucking rain music.
Lovely.
Oh, bro.
I'm a Wim Hof guy. I like his stuff. I like doing the breathing drills.
Really? Before bed?
Anytime I feel like I need it.
Yeah, fair. Just
Yeah.
to bring it back
If
down.
I'm not sleeping well or even during the day feeling uptight, anxious, stressed, that's the go-to for sure.
And that's just through the Wim Hof website?
YouTube.
YouTube.
Wim Hof breathing drills. There's something hippie, trippy about not breathing for 3 minutes. It's fucking cool.
That is hippie and trippy.
It's fucking weird. You literally will get...
I don't think I've done his one specifically.
It's the same thing. Yeah, I'll send you the link. Give it a go.
I will. I'm actually really keen to try
Fucking
this.
rad.
We'll chuck it up in the show notes for people listening.
It's fucking rad. And like, yeah, you get to a point where you become conscious about the fact, well, I do anyway, that you're not breathing, but then you realize you don't need to,
Yeah, fuck.
and you don't want to.
Fuck, that's a mind fuck in itself.
Yeah, it's fucking cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's
I'm
fucking-
trying to like conceptualize that.
You got to be in the experience.
Oh,
you got
I
to
know.
do it.
I gotta do it.
You need a quiet space with no distractions.
That's not this place.
Not this place. I like a noise cancelling headphone. Just happen to have some thanks to you. And you just chuck them on. You gave me noise cancelling
Oh.
headphones for my birthday. You donut.
I was
What
like,
about you're a donut? What do you think about blood work?
I forgot I got you those. Blood work's so important, man.
I could totally, absolutely agree.
Yeah, like, even,
Regardless, and there's two.
Yes.
There's two ways to look at it. We've got competitive geared powerlifters and just general health. I think, regardless of age, everyone should go to the doctor. And
you don't even need to go to the doctor anymore. You can order it yourself online.
yeah, right.
Yeah.
Haven't seen that.
Yeah, bro. You can get what do you call it? Referral? Take it to your QML, wherever you go. Get it done. It is so important to know where you're at health-wise. And speaking, like, you know, obviously vitamin D, iron, zinc, all these things, testosterone levels, even if you're an ungeared natural powerlifter, get it checked. Get your hormone profile done. Check your liver enzymes. Because if you're smashing a shit ton of protein into a comp prep or something like that,
Heaps of creatine.
like there's going to be some maybe imbalance that you need to address. So it's vitally important to address those. And then if you're a geared fucking powerlifter and you're not getting blood work, you're a fucking idiot.
The other thing that's important, and this is a good example for me, is it tells them a story.
Yes.
So if you've got stuff done from the age of 30, for instance, well, that was me, you've got all this data. And then I remember it was only last year I went to the doctor and I was like, man, I'm just really tired. I said, I know what you're going to tell me, sleep more, eat better, blah, blah, blah. I've done all that. I said, something else not right. So he had to look at my blood work, and then another number was up. Ferritin was up.
Yep.
He's like, fuck. He goes, I reckon you've got this thing, hemochromatosis. We should check for that. And I did. genetic condition. So all it is, your iron's too high, and if you don't drain your blood and you end up with all this iron, you build up, and then your heart fails when you're like 50. So it's very easy to fix. You just have, you go donate blood every 12 weeks.
Oh, simple fix.
Because I had all the data over the years, and then I finally had some symptoms, which was fatigue. That was not being fixed by normal routes.
You can make an educated guess.
Yeah, the doctor, he looked at all the data. He goes, it's up all the time. Fuck, you're doing all the things. Yeah, fuck, it's probably this.
But how fucking evident is that?
But if I had never done all that and had no data and I'd seen the doc for that, he probably would have been like, oh, man, no, you just need to sleep and eat a bit better. Come back in. Let's retest it again.
Yeah, come back in 12 weeks and let's retest it.
But because I had all that stuff and did it when I was 30.
And that's the same thing with, man, like, you keep a training diary for the last how long?
All of the years.
All of the years. If you ever want, like, you can, then that's just data. Having data on everything is so vitally important. Track everything.
But how many people, if you spoke to them this week and said, hey, man, when's the last time you went to the doctor to get a checkup? How many of them would be able to say in the last 3 months?
A few, only because I keep pushing them to. If it was a random, probably no one.
Yeah, exactly.
And then, like, and I think it's the ownership needs to be put on the person to take ownership of their life.
Yeah, exactly right.
Like, it's not you don't just wait. Like, if you waited to get sick every time you go to a doctor,
oh man,
you're beating yourself into. Like,
I love it when I go for the doc for a checkup. You'll be like, "What are you doing here,
bro?" My doc's the best. Shout out Family Newmarket Doctors. He gets in. We talk about, like, oh well, it's obviously not a great topic at the moment, but we talk about the Broncos. Talk about State of Origin. Like, it's just the best. Best experience going to the doctor. And they got the Mentos there with the fruity ones. They still don't know this, but I take like 5 at a time. I fucking love that.
Yeah, right.
That's my whole story.
I don't have any of that on my one, particularly at the moment.
Oh yeah, I haven't been to the doctor in the last.
Everyone's sitting 2 meters apart, and you really got to need to be there for them to have to see you. Otherwise, they do it fucking via phone call.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, fuck, I forgot about that. Anyways,
fucking COVID.
Fucking over a day, but it's given us good things as well.
Yeah, it is what it is. I think it's funny. I was out the other week for breakfast, and it was just fucking weird to sit there and reflect and think, we are literally in a fucking bubble in Queensland. Like, at breakfast with the girl, chilling on the river, and every other and like everyone's out having a fucking great time. And literally you go down 2 states and they're locked up.
Oh man, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah,
like,
insane. Very appreciative at that point in time.
100%. And, you know, I was trying to book an Airbnb for this weekend, and, like, we can't cross the border, really.
No, you can't.
So it's just like...
But you can, but you just got to isolate.
Yeah, and then it's like, well, that's not worth it. I can't do that.
No. That's it.
Do we have new questions today?
Well, what I did was an impromptu bunch of questions, because I don't want to call them the questions yet, but I found some really good ones for you.
You're not sure if you like them, or...?
No, I like them, but I just don't love them. I put time into them.
You said they were impromptu, so you just made it up on the spot.
I did. Are you ready?
Yes.
What would you name a boat if you owned one?
Bbad.
Fuck, I was going to name my boat that. I'll call it Greco.
Yeah.
What's the closest thing to real magic you've ever seen?
When I met my girlfriend.
Oh, yes. Bless.
My heart just melted. Yeah.
Oh, damn. I saw David Copperfield. You ready for this? He flew inside
There's that academia right there.
inside a glass box.
So okay.
You explain that to me.
I can't, because it's magic.
He flew in a glass box. They shut the lid. He flew into it, and you're like, at that point in time, you're thinking, cables. Then they shut the lid, and he's still flying in the glass box.
I've got nothing. That's cool.
And I was sitting in the second fucking row.
Watch the YouTube guys. Watch his face right now.
I was only a little fella, But I remember at the time watching all the other stuff, and you could kind of see it was
Look
a
at
bit
his
sketchy.
eyes right now.
But he fucking flew in a glass box. That shit's real. Who is the meanest person you know?
Meanest.
Yeah.
I don't really know anyone mean. Kane Shepherd.
Yeah, mean. Yeah, I don't know if I know anyone mean either. I just don't keep them around. Grumpy. I know some grumpy fuckers.
You fucking oath.
Yeah. What will finally break the internet, you think?
Like, break it as in, like, just shut it down.
Yeah, like it can't handle it.
Oh, fuck. I got nothing. I don't know. I really don't know. I got no answer. That stumped me.
Oh, I think it'd be a video of you riding a unicycle in your undies. What is your most useless talent you have?
Oh, that's easy. I don't have a talent.
You have a talent.
I don't know. I don't have talents.
Ah, you've got a talent. Can you juggle or something?
Fuck no, I can't juggle.
Why not?
I can like... Oh, that's not even a talent. I got nothing.
I can make strange noises.
We know.
What would be on your gag reel for your life?
Fuck, I thought he was going to say, what's your gag reflex like? My whole life is pretty fun, so I'm going to say just any moment.
Any moment.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Right.
Like, fuck, if the boys did a gag reel of this, boys should do a gag reel of this. It's so fucked. Actually, it's just a normal episode, so don't stress.
I was thinking about the time I got shot by a BB gun while doing a poo in Thailand. That would have been funny. And
Why didn't we talk about that for the hour?
that there's video footage, I'm sure.
Can Jason put that up?
I
Send
don't
it to
have
me.
it.
Oh, we
I'm
will
naked
find it.
in it. It's on the internet somewhere.
Find it.
No, you'll find it.
Yeah, I don't know.
He doesn't know how to use the internet. He's old.
It's out there.
Exactly. How the fuck do you expect me to find it if he doesn't even know where it is?
Because
It'll be on the old Johnny Facebook page. Be in there somewhere.
We will get this.
I'll find it.
Yeah, fuckers. That was you, Griffin. What's the worst smelling place you've ever been?
Campus.
Oh, yeah, when it waft in.
That was a stank that
Yep.
just fucking stank.
You ever been to Nunda Dump?
Not the Nunda one.
Nudgy.
Nudgy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I go there all the time.
That's fucking bad.
Yeah, but like campus was still worse. That smell was bad.
Nudgy Dump.
Oh, no. The day at TTC
Oh,
when
when
that
he-
Portaloo got cleaned.
And it like he fucking tipped it out or something.
Fuck. That
was
was
next level.
bad.
I once lived in a share house when my mate put a chicken
Oh.
in the freezer that was turned off.
You have a smart friend.
And now the freezer, well, that fridge, lived in that garage for 3 months. And the seal was good. Real good on that fridge. Like that good, we forgot about it.
That's proper fucked.
Until the day that it was time to move that fridge and put it in the bin when we moved out. And it was like the animal crawled out of that fridge when the door opened.
I feel sick.
I have never smelled a smell like that smell.
I never want to smell a smell like that.
It was the worst smell I've ever smelled.
That's real bad.
It climbed out as the fridge became unsealed and
If you're listening to this, go watch the
through.
YouTube because he's mimicking the actions of this animal.
Oh, I will never. It smelled like I don't know.
Don't even need to know.
That was fucked. Anyway, that's the questions.
Is that 10?
Yeah, no, it's not. I didn't get 10. See, I told you, it's a fucking trial run. You caught me off guard today. I wasn't ready for this.
Well then,
That's it.
that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you for listening to our something number episode. I'm sure Jason will just... What?
I don't think we talked about who we got coming up next last week, did we?
Yeah, we did.
Who did we talk about? Swiss 8 Boys.
We got the Swiss 8 Boys. We got Pat.
Did we talk about Pat?
Oh, are you talking about on air?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck no. No, we
Yeah.
didn't talk about that on air. I thought we spoke about it.
No, but we haven't told the world.
Who would you like to tell the world?
We have the Swiss... No, we talked about the Swiss 8 Boys.
Okay, so, and then who else? We have Pat. Who's Pat?
Pat is from Fit for an Autopsy, a death metal band.
That Jason.
Do you know
just...
them?
Yeah, it's one of my favourite bands.
Yeah, right. So Pat's coming on, the guitarist. I don't know if you know
Calm
Pat.
down.
I don't know if you know Pat. Kind of, yeah, anyway, we're tight. Me and him, good mates. Well, not really. Well, yeah, he trained at FB. He's good mates with Kevy. So I reached out. He's awesome. He's super rad dude. The band's fucking epic. I've seen him play when Kevy played.
Pun intended.
He's an awesome dude. He loves lifting weights. He's lost a fuck ton of body weight.
Fuck yeah.
And now he's opened a tattoo parlor in America as well.
As you do.
Yeah. And he's just a good dude with a lot of fucking stories.
Fuck yeah.
So he's going to be
And
sick.
then who else do we have?
Glenn Azar.
Who's Glenn?
He is a dude I know I've come across. He's into adventure stuff.
Yeah.
So he owns a company called Adventure Professionals. They do Kokoda challenges. I'm pretty sure he's been up Everest before.
I thought you said he beat up Everest.
Probably because he's that much of a dude. What else has he got? Ex-military as well.
Yeah.
And he owns a gym in Brizzy. So he's going to be fucking sick. I feel like, and he's coming. So he's next week. So it'll be the next episode after this.
Boom!
That's it.
And on that note, you know where to find us. We love you. What's he look big bad?